why do I eat this? Let me show you what a typical Sunday looks in spring around down here. And probably you'll figure out your answers. Sure, there's the poetic side of nature, the calm regained by living a quiet and slow life, but then, what does it mean to live simply, every day? How boring or hard can it be? What about the harsh winters and soggy spring days? And the constant struggling to make everything work and wondering what's gonna be the next thing you will need to fix. Simple living can be a bit complicated. Can you hear that horrible noise? Those are the snow tracks that are begging to be stored away till the snow comes again. We've been struggling to decide if mounting on the wheels, because every time we were ready to do it, a sudden snowfall would make its grand appearance. But now, even if the snow will come back, it won't be for long, so it's time to get the ATV ready for the sunny season. It's easier to do it in spring with the warmer temperature, but it's absolutely awful in autumn when you are freezing your fingers off. A few of the tasks we have to take care of up here can feel a bit repetitive. Some days things look simply messy, and you love to just sit down and do nothing, but it simply cannot be. Things need to get done, like switching between snow tracks and wheels, but it's all part of the deal when living off grid. And sometimes it can be annoying, but you need to look at the bigger picture. And while this task is done, let's get to a more enjoyable moment. It's barbecue time. Just to be clear, I got to be seated for like 3 minutes stop. Laziness is not contemplated up here. We need to eat anyway, so why not enjoying the process? The temperature can rise quite a bit during the day, but morning and late afternoon are always a bit chilly, so you keep putting on and off jackets and sweaters or whatever you can use to cover yourself. We try to use everything we've got. All pieces of wood that is not treated in any way can go for cooking fire or a small stove in a workshop. So that's what I'm using here. Our motto here is reuse, recycle, repurpose. And now let's go and have a quick check on our spring to see if everything is okay. And then we take a quick walk with the dogs. The fall in spring is just amazing. And the light is really gorgeous. We decided to try planting some currants. My husband prefers being quick and efficient even when gardening, so let's go drilling. And of course, the day after we planted, it was snowing again, so let's just hope the plants will survive. So far, so good. The day is getting on, and as you can see, it's quite easy. So maybe you're starting to paint a picture on the why sometimes I dread this life. Now it's time for a quick lesson on how to fix a switch. And since Saga is such a curious girl, she's helping her daddy and practicing some manual skills. Probably someone would be horrified at having a 4-year-old near the electricity, but I'll assure it was done in complete safety. A quick trip to the car, picking up the pieces to finish the workshop table. It's gonna have wheels, but they have not arrived at the shop yet, so we'll mount them later on. And it's gonna be quite annoying because the whole structure is gonna weigh a ton, but there's nothing we can do about it. I guess this is one of the highlights of living off-grid. I don't want to ruin anybody's dream of a simple life in the forest, but I think I need to be honest here. If you consider this lifestyle because its peaceful appearance appeals to you, then just consider that there's a lot of hard work in it as well. And this is how a Sunday run here looks like. If during weekdays we take care of the most common things, weekend is where the hard work has to be done. Because we're all day at home and we can make the most out of the time we behind closed doors. Simple living is truly challenging and not for everyone, especially when you live in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. When I say I hate this kind of life, I think about when unexpected things happen, like last autumn. We found ourselves without heating and a house that was getting truly cold and no way to fix it. We were lucky, autumn was pretty warm and eventually we managed. But it's not for the faint of heart. If you want to know more about what happened, go check the video in the link and you're gonna see how we made it through. It's incredibly rewarding, but there's no cabin in the world that's gonna make you happy unless first you define what happiness is for you. And yes, it's not for everyone, but for somebody it can be just anything. In the end, it's a state of mind. You don't need a cottage or a cabin in Sweden or Iceland, you need a world of your own, built around your intentions, your habits, your attitudes. Simple living is so much more on how you look at life. It's not about your home, it's not about your job. And yes, then maybe one day you can even consider a change of location. But he has to start from within. Nothing will change, even in the middle of the forest, unless you change first. As usual, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Ciao!